Get your Word numbers and check it out, because you know what, man, OG Maco, he's a very interesting guy. I mean, an outspoken rapper who these days, you gotta wonder, is he still a rapper at all? I mean, his buzz is fading. I mean, listen, as far as being hot, okay, this guy is heading towards being ice cold. Now, he's beefing with everybody. He's hoping beefs and actual confrontations on Twitter and Instagram will actually keep him relevant. He's the definition. I mean, God damn it, this is the definition of Twitter fingers, okay? Now, he's beefing with other rappers. He tried to call out Drake. He was really hoping, he probably had his fingers crossed, hoping Drake would give him a half a bar in the back-to-back diss. He got nothing. He called out Travis Scott. He called out Future. He's beefing with radio DJs because he doesn't like when they give an opinion of him that is not positive. Okay, he doesn't like it. Okay, I'm telling you, these rappers, and I'm not only saying him, but he's one of them, they're sensitive as a motherfucking nipple. Now, not only that, he's mad at even me. He got mad at me because of an opinion I had about him, or actually me actually checking him saying, hey, are you being hypocritical calling out Future? He got mad at me on Twitter as well. Listen, sensitive thugs, they all need hugs. Now, here's the thing, because I gotta swear, man, I think he has a Google alert for whenever his name is mentioned. I'm pretty sure he'll be in the comment section of this video just as well. But here's the thing, it's not personal. If I call him out on something, I could co-sign on something else. You know what I mean? That's just how it is. Not because I've called out Troy Average, mean I'll never appreciate anything Troy Average does. It's not personal. Now, I call a spade, call a shovel, because I did mention, if you guys don't remember the video, go check it out. I said, why would you only single out Future? You've made some music that could have affected people negatively. Not only you, but your label mates, the Migos. Why not call them out too? Now, he's shown me that he is not afraid to call out the Migos. Now, he's not calling out the Migos this time around for that particular reason, but he called them out for basically taking credit for a style that came to the forefront that's not now popping. Basically, he's saying you guys didn't bring it to the forefront, okay? Now, I got to kind of give a little breakdown on what this thing is. It's called Dabbin, and I never heard of it too much before, like the Migos, they came on the Breakfast Club, started talking about it. Now, apparently, it's something in the South where it's kind of like a new dance as well, but also it started with like an ad-lib. It has many meanings, some to do with drugs. Actually, you know what? Let the Migos explain themselves. They know way more than me, okay? I'll let them explain it. Hit it, okay?
Too, man, I know y'all see the dab, everybody in the world dabbing, and we started, you know what I'm saying, kicking flavor, you know what I mean? Follow the dripping.
Now,
Dabbin was oil.
Dab is swag. We ain't calling the swag no more with dab, RP the dab. And we ain't calling
turned up no more.
No
we
lit.
We piped up.
Okay, cool. Now, on Twitter, XXL tweets out, learn the new dance craze, Dabbin. Now, OG Maco responds by saying this. He said, Skipper the Flipper brought Dabbin to the forefront, not the Migos. Flipper been dabbing in every video he's ever been in. Now, the Migos then responded and said, Skipper the Flipper is in the Migo family. OG Maco, let's see you start a trend. #rookie. Now, OG Maco responds by saying half the rap game already bit one of my flows or ad-libs. Let me see them album sales figures. Then Migos responded by saying this. You know you praying for our album to do good, nigga. We pay your bills. #rookie. Then OG Maco responds by saying this. I never got $1 from any Migo, but Offset. Free him. I'm starting to think them album numbers locked up with them. Now, he then continued to say, niggas really came at me sideways because I said Skipper the Flipper brought Dabbin to the forefront. Let my niggas shine. Now, the Migos, they didn't really respond verbatim, but they did retweet a couple of my tweets, which I was just really trying to question OG Maco's like base in even poking fun at Migos album sales. If you don't know, projected album sales came out for Migos Young Rich Nation. People are wondering why it's a little bit low. It's around the 14 to 17,000 range for their first week. I think people are expecting around 30. Okay, just being honest. Now, we'll talk about their sales down the line. Okay, whenever it's final, we'll talk about the Migos sales because we're honest. However, the problem here is, and this is what I tweeted out, I was like, OG Maco, man, listen, how are you going to even talk about another rapper's album sales When you put up something on the goddamn scoreboard, when you put an album on the shelf, then you could talk. You can't talk while you're the 12th man on the fucking bench. You're watching Kobe drain threes all the goddamn time, and as soon as you think he's about to have a bad game or he's about to go 9 for 40 from the goddamn field, you over here talking about Kobe. That's why you're trash, my nigga. You're not even really in the game. To be honest, and let me equate it to something that you guys could relate to. Say, okay, I'm in the YouTube game. Fine, we'll say that, okay? Now imagine me looking at another YouTuber that's involved in hip-hop. Let's say the Needle Drop. Okay, actually I fuck with Anthony Fantana, by the way, but let me just say randomly him, okay? Say he starts doing live shows and whatever, he's selling tickets. Let's say he sells about only 30 tickets for like one of his shows, right? Imagine me getting online saying, yo, Anthony, the Needle Drop, you a bum. That's why nobody fucks with you, okay? Now, that's good and well. If I was doing my own shows, and even then it'd be like, well, why are you even talking about that? But if I was doing my own shows, doing thousands of people, that could be okay. I got some base to stand on. The fact that I've never done a live show, I would never ever really question something that somebody else is actually doing when I've not done it yet, especially when we're in the same game. Let me put my numbers up, let him put his numbers up, okay? Now, similarly, it's like Kid jumping out the window talking about 50 Cent, your last album flopped, and 50 looking around like, what? Bruh. You are like the fifth man. Get the fuck on out of here, man. So, listen, I just didn't like him bringing up album sales. We will see how the Migos album sales are. If they flopped, we'll talk about it. If they do okay, we'll talk about that too. Okay, so, listen, I just think that OG Maco, man, listen, a lot of his points, they don't come from just a genuine care of the culture or him trying to be some like rap messiah, because he does have a fan base that is very loyal to him, that really thinks, okay, this is the guy, he's so different. No, he's not. Okay, because he's not in a privileged position of having these hit songs, he's trying to do this whole moral high ground thing. He's pointing out things that he could seem to have credibility. But in reality, it's really a facade. It's a mask for his lack of success, okay? He talked down on the style, which, by the way, he lucked up and got a hit because, bitch, you guessed it, which he doesn't love to claim, that's his biggest song, okay? You can't name, if I get 5 casual fans of hip-hop, number one, they don't know who this guy is. Number 2, if they're going to be like, he has other songs besides Bitch, You Guessed It. So that's the thing. He can't find another hit. He's desperate for it. And you might not think he's desperate, but the reason why he's going around trying to beef with everyone, because he's trying to hold on to his fan base, okay? If he could find a hit, if he could really propel and actually excel his career, he wouldn't be doing all this, okay? Now, him calling out the Migos, I'm going to still give him credit because before I thought he was too scared to call out people around him. He did. You get credit for that. However, talking about album sales when you ain't put up shit, okay, when you only had one song that hit the billboards, you better shut the fuck up, please. Okay? And by the way, you're digging yourself a hole. Nobody wants to fuck with you. Nobody. There is nobody that really says, oh man, OG Maco, I can't. You're now Trinidad James, except you didn't have a big song just like him. Stop it. What is Akademiks, man? I'm out.